Hello, conscious creators and my beautiful LITT community. My name is Debbie Dixon, and I'm an intuitive life coach, a healer, and an activator of awakening. And you have just entered the portal, and I am just so excited because we are about to travel into the highest level of consciousness, energetic mastery, and the wisdom that helps you remember who you truly are. And if you found your way here, you need to trust that this is exactly what your soul is calling you towards. This is the moment that everything changes and you start the process of awakening into who it is that you are becoming. So excited to meet you on your path.
Well, hello there, beautiful people. I was just sitting here thinking about how insane it is, this world that we live in, and the way that things are revealed to us. We think that it's a mystery, and oftentimes there are things, don't get me wrong, that live in the shadows, and they're supposed to, right? But there is this realization, I think, that happens as we evolve, that we recognize that the world is always revealing to us exactly where we are. And it's also showing us how to get to where we want to go. It's always there. It's always there. And the thing is, we lose our way not because that isn't there and the path isn't there and this world is difficult and all of that. It's actually because we allow outside influences to come in and dictate to us where it is that we're supposed to be going. And I feel like that's something that, if I'm going through it, you're going through it, right? And it's constant. We're always going through this. So I'm here as a reminder to ask yourself right now, is where I am wanting to go a place that my soul is calling me to? Or is it something that somebody else has placed into my mind as the destination so that when I get there, the world will accept me, right? I'm looking for the outside validation. And so, the more fame, the more presence, the more seen I am, then that is outside validation. And I will know then that I'm doing something good. Is that it? Or is it that this feels so good when I'm doing this thing? My soul loves it. And so this is the thing that I want to do. And I don't care if anybody sees it. And I think that it's really important that we know that. See, because every single flower that you've ever witnessed, that's ever blossomed, right? It's never done it for the admiration of anybody around it. It's just intrinsic. It's just built inside. It's a surrendering process. It's a releasing process. That doesn't mean it's easy. It doesn't mean it just lets go and then it just happens, right? Although somewhat, but it lets go, surrenders to the process, and then it works through whatever's right there in front of it. And it naturally, within it, has a navigation system that is calling it through the soil to the surface. And once it gets to the surface, right now it has all of the things that it needs so that it can come into that full fruition and blossom. It can see itself. It can remember itself. It has all the space. It's expanded. It's the ability to expand because it's found the container to expand within, the space. Right? And at first it's very confined. It's in that tiny, it's in the ground. It's like it's stuck. It can't move. And it's got to make its way through that before it can burst open. You're no different. You're no different. You're underground right now. You're in that space right now. And you're making your way to the surface. And no matter what, there is no amount of things that you can do or that the world can do or trainings that you can take or anything. If you are a rose seed, you are going to burst into a rose plant. Period. You cannot become a tulip. You just can't. You just can't. And the more that you think that you can, the more that you're going to stall the process of you becoming the rose, which you were intended to be. So it is a surrendering process. It's surrendering and letting go. And to do that, we have to sift through the weeds, right? The weeds of the world, the stuff that we see on YouTube and Instagram about what we're supposed to do, about what we should want, about what we should be striving for. And we have to let it all go and go back to the self and release into the self so we can become what we were truly meant to become. And when you can allow that to happen, for you to fully just blossom and, move into the world the way that you were intended to, this is when the magic happens. And this is what the world is waiting for, right? Because when you do that and you you boldly be you, not needing validation, not needing the world's approval, not doing things the same way the world says you should, doing it your way, letting go, trusting in the process, doing what feels good, following your soul, following your inner guidance. When you do that, you give other people the permission to do that too. They see you and they go, wow, he or she is really happy. They seem satisfied. They're glowing. Look at them. They're radiant. And I want some of that. I want it. I don't know why. You know, it's not fame, it's not fortune, it's not, and then you meet people that have all the things that we think that we want, and you don't feel that way. You definitely don't. Get around somebody who is living in wealth and has the fame and has all the things that you think that you're craving, and they are oftentimes feeling very disturbed, right? Unseen. They feel alone. Because they have never shown anybody their true essence. They have not become the rose yet for the world to see. So they're being appreciated for something that isn't even them. Yeah. Imagine that. So what happens when you become you and then the world sees that and they revel in it. They just, wow, look at, and you give them permission to be them. And suddenly we live in a world where everybody's being themselves and not living in this idea of consumerism and expectations and that is constantly, it's like this you become empty. You feel empty, because the more that you try and gain more, even as you achieve more, that hole gets bigger because you're not moving in the direction of you. You're moving for me. You're moving sideways. You're going further away from self. And so it feels empty. So you look for other things to fill it. So we've got to stop doing this. We've got to stop doing this. I'm telling you right now that what you have to offer the world is unique and it's special and it's amazing. It's amazing. Just like that flower. The flower, it doesn't really matter what they are. We are drawn to look at it, right? We just look at it. It's so magical. Just, all of nature, truly, all of it. Because nature's just happening. It's not doing it for anybody else. It's just becoming what it is intended to become. And there's literally sparks of magic in that. And we see it, right? Underneath the, like, how does that even happen? How does this seed become? And I just think this is the calling that you are being called to in this video. Why you were drawn to this video is there's a part of you that knows this, that knows that you're not feeling satisfied. And there's a part of you that is begging you to look at the path that you're on and ask yourself, is this my path? Or am I doing this because this is what the world says I should be doing? And I need these accolades and these affirmations from the world to know that I'm on the right path. Instead of trusting that within me is that path, it is written out. And all I need to do is let go, and it will just unfold on its own. It's written in my cells, in my DNA. And that doesn't mean that your world isn't decorated with all kinds of magic that you get to create and choose. You get to choose, do I have pizza today or do I have cake? I mean, you're choosing your experience in these ways with the sensory world, right? But your path, your destination, that has already been decided. So enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride. What can you do today to find more joy? What can you do right now to find more joy? I mean, do you even know what you enjoy? Or is it all things that you've been choosing for somebody else or for something else? Do you tell yourself that you can't have those things? You can't enjoy this because that would be wrong. See, we need to stop looking, especially nowadays. If we're looking to social media or really just all the information is out there for guidance on what we should do, how we should find perfect health and you could find proof for everything. You could find, hey, wheatgrass is the most important thing that you can do for your body. And then you could find somebody else that says it is the worst thing you can do. You're putting poison. No matter what, you can just go back and forth and you could prove anything. So it can be very confusing, right? But when we go back to the self and when you're listening to your inner wisdom, your inner truth, and you ask here, what is right for me? You're going to know. And that is going to be right for you, for the flower that you're becoming. You have something unique that you need that nobody else can tell you. And we got to start looking inside. And all you need to do, I mean, every single one of us is intuitive on some level. Just ask. Ask yourself, get quiet and go, is this right for me? And you'll know, no. Or yes, this is what is right for me. Ask yourself, is there one thing I need to let go of right now in my life that isn't serving me? And you'll hear a yes. You might not want to listen to it. But when you hear that yes, then you need to write that thing down, and you need to know that you are going to be further separating from yourself until you release that thing. It is so important that we start listening to this inner guidance. And once you start listening to it and you show yourself that you're going to listen to it, then more of it comes. Yeah. It's magic. That's my message for today. I hope to see you again soon. Sending you so much love on your path, and I cannot wait to see who you're becoming.
If you like this content, please like, share, and subscribe.